Take my word for it. I live there. Come to Florida. Get pre-approved right now with my guy Michael Kotze. Call him at 561-441-2730. He's got Choice Mortgage and a great real estate team. Get pre-approved right now. Michael Kotze, 561-441-2730. Buy in Florida right now. Don't wait. Save money on state taxes. Make your move today with Choice Mortgage. Trust me, Florida is waiting. This guy's so good, he did my commercials in Florida too. Mike Kotze, 561-441-2730. A ride.
The Lincoln Wishlist sales event is happening now. Here's what's on everyone's wish list. Enjoying holiday jingles with brilliant 3D audio that surrounds you? Check. Watching snow flurries through the panoramic Vista roof? Check. Packing up presents with the spacious Lincoln Splitgate? Check. Everything you want. All standard on the 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV. Visit your local Lincoln retailer or learn more at Lincoln.com for exceptional offers on 2025 Lincoln vehicles today.
Sunday morning. With us today is Senator Thomas Tuberville from the great state of Alabama. And, well, Senator, I know we talked during the week, and there's so many problems that we should continue our talk. I mean, there seems to be, we're falling further apart between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. It used to be that we were all be able to sit down together at a table and reconcile things for the sake of America. What the heck is going on now?
Well, it's good versus evil, John. To be honest with you, I've been up here now going on 6 years, and I just I don't stand up for Republican or Democrat. I stand up for America, and I've never seen like the division that we have with the Democrats of them wanting to do something the direct opposite of what our forefathers meant to happen. Just overspending, open borders, lawlessness. Do all these things, and now let all these immigrants come into this country and allow them to spend money, taxpayer money, and live here and live off of, our giveaways, basically, at the end of the day, when we can't take care of our veterans and our elderly and all those things. So we got a huge problem up here in D.C. The only thing that has really rectified this is President Trump has stepped in and say America first. And that's what we need to do. But we have a problem that has been happening for 10 years in Europe, and they have an overrun of immigrants that have basically take over Europe. Europe's almost gone. I call it World War III because to get it back, they're going to have to fight in the streets. And the same thing's going to happen here, John. If we don't step up and start speaking out about this Islamic group coming in and saying, listen, we don't go by your Constitution. We don't go by your laws. We're going to go by the Quran, and we're going to chant death to America, all this Sharia law nonsense. Hey, if you don't assimilate, you don't belong here. Now, we love immigrants because all of us come from immigration. But at the end of the day, the immigrants come years ago, they wanted to come here and make a better life for themselves. These people want to come here and take our country over. And I'll be damned if we're going to let that happen.
You're 100% right. That immigration without assimilation is called invasion. And we're being invaded because the people that they're letting in is the people that want to change our way of life instead of them assimilating and becoming Americans.
Exactly. Barack Obama was a Muslim, and he brought all the Muslims, all these Somalians in and dropped them in Minneapolis. He didn't divide them all up and send them to different states. He did it for a reason. He wanted them to take over that state, and they did. And now they've stole us blind $1, $2, $3, $4 billion a year from all the giveaways that our federal government has. Tim Walz, the governor there, thank God he's not vice president now, but he allowed all this to happen. It was all by plan. Now, Joe Biden let in all these Afghanistanians from Afghanistan that was supposedly helped us during the war there, which was totally false. We didn't vet these people. They're in our country now, and they're trying to change our lifestyle. And, folks, you got to speak up. We cannot be quiet about this, or you're going to end up like what happened in UK, Ireland, Germany, all these countries in Europe. But, again, it's World War III, and we're not going to let it get to the point, John, where we're going to fight in the streets. We're going to cut it off. And we did this in Alabama just recently. There's a Muslim group that built an academy. They wanted to really expand it larger, but we had a board that said, no, we're not going to allow you to do that. to build it any larger because you're going by the Quran, you're going by the Sharia law. And the last time I looked, the Sharia law chants death to America, and the Quran does the same thing. It's their Bible. It teaches to kill non-Muslims. And we do not, and our people don't deserve that to happen in our country.
And I don't know, I hope this does not turn into a religious war, because that's what we never want. But we can't allow, I guess one of the reasons the president has closed off immigration or migration or immigration, whatever you want to call it, to the United States is because we have to, how do you say it, sort things out. Because we don't know what the heck is going on. How can these people really steal $1 billion? How does stuff like that happen in the United States?
Well, we've gotten so big and we have so little oversight. People don't really understand how much $1 billion or $8 billion is. But think about $1 trillion. Think about all the money that we've sent to Ukraine. How in the world do you oversee all that money? Because half of it's been stolen. And that's the reason we're $38 trillion in debt, John, because we don't have enough people saying enough's enough. You know, we're giving this money, and we don't follow the trail of what really happens. It's almost impossible to do that. You can't hire enough people, but thank God President Trump has got people like Doge and Elon Musk that came in early and do the things to where we were just so bloated in some of these agencies that we've taken back control of it. But it is a disaster.
You know, an interesting number would be if we really knew the truth, that of the the $2 trillion deficit that we had last year, how much of it was stolen or given away? That'd be an interesting number.
Yeah. Well, just think about this. First of all, the American taxpayers send $5 trillion a year up here in federal taxes. $5 trillion. That should be our budget. But what do? We spend that $5 trillion, and we spend $2 trillion more every year, and that's the reason we're $38 trillion in debt. We have no sense of no common sense here, and no sense of a budget. You know, most of these people are lawyers up here. They're not business people. Who is a business person up here? He's sitting over on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, called Donald Trump, and he understands this situation. And you can't go in and just cut it all at one time, but you can start. And that's what he's done. But I'll tell you what, he's ruffled the feathers of all these Democrats. But who are these people that he's running off? It's their voters. And it's their money that they turn around and use against us in elections that they're stealing. So it's an interesting situation President Trump's caused. There is a reason they've tried to impeach him twice. They've tried to shoot him twice. They've tried to do everything to eliminate him. But I'll tell you what, he's still kicking, and he's our president. And thank God he's in the White House.
I agree. And the people out there should know one thing. When President Trump gives away money, he makes sure there's return on investment to the American taxpayer. When he said to Ukraine, we'll help you, well, what did he get in return? All the mineral rights to the Ukraine belong to the United States.
Exactly. And he goes to Saudi. He goes to the UAE the other day, and he brings back a contract worth $4 trillion over the next years to build manufacturing stuff in the United States. I mean, people don't understand what that is really about. It is jobs. It is good-paying jobs. It is making our economy better. The guy's a businessman. He knows how to build. He knows how to negotiate. Joe Biden, only thing he knew how to do is get up and eat his applesauce and his chicken noodle soup every day, because he did nothing. Well, the whole time he was here, because I was here and watched it as a United States Senator.
Well, it's very sad what's going on in our country, and I hope President Trump fixes it, because he's on the road to fixing it, and I think the new year that's coming, 2026, will be the best year for the United States of America.
Exactly right. People are getting a little anxious, and you've seen this. Prices are not falling like people want. But guess what? President Trump was underwater when he took over 10 months ago. And it takes a little bit longer to straighten out the biggest economy in the world in that short period of time. But you let the tariffs kick in. You let all the big, beautiful bill with the tax reliefs and the tax credits getting ready to happen, hopefully better health care. You're going to see all kind of a positive thing happen in our country. But we go back to what we talked about earlier, John. We have to stop this immigration because we, as American people, number one, we don't want it, and we can't afford it. And so let's take care of Americans first.
I agree 100%. Senator Tuberville, thank you so much for coming on, and God bless you and God bless America.
God bless you, and Merry Christmas, John.
Merry Christmas.
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. Mm-hmm. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.